A good, beautiful morning to you all. That just sounded awful. It wasn't real sincere. Alright, so take two. Good morning to you all. Just good morning. Good morning. I don't know who's watching this. Good morning. Take three. Whatever. I'm over this already. Alright, and updates about how things are going. Quite frankly, everything's normal, really, for the most part. Work is work. I'm teaching. I still like what I do. I love teaching kids. I love history. Love going about that. Love learning new things, doing new things in education. That doesn't change. Raising the kids, that doesn't change. Things are still going on. This morning, Liberty woke up with a dry diaper and went straight to the potty. That is a win in my book. Parenting success. Things are still progressing and moving forward, and we're making accomplishments, by all means. So I'm happy. Like, it's a positive. I also finished my audiobook on Start With Why by Simon Sinek, and that is a super high recommendation from me to anybody who would want to listen to it or read it if you want to pick it up. There's also TED Talks where he talks about it. That's where I first came across it. It was a TED Talk that I used for my public administration classes. So starting and centering with why do we do things? And the basic argument is that everybody knows what they do. That's not a problem. You gotta identify what you do. Many people, and a lot of people will identify how they do something. But people start to struggle to conceptualize, verbalize, and create a reason for why we do things. And that's just something sometimes simply a lot of us forget, that when we do have a why, things get tough, things get going, whatever it is, we don't always conceptualize and put together why we do things. So, awesome book, putting that together. He explains some great historical figures and great business figures. And he also kind of talks about some of the biology of it and how the human brain, fits right in with his golden circle, starting with why. So great book. It's good for professional development, personal development, personal interests. I listened to it right here in the car while I was driving. So didn't listen to it really anywhere else. So it's a good one. It helped me kind of get some mindsets and things right before starting my day. So there's kind of the update on those matters. Another little update just on kind of the emotional side of things. Like I said, everything else is normal. Everything else is going well and good. On the emotional side of things, I really, really, really appreciate all of you who've reached out, talked to me, saying that, hey, we're here if you need to talk, we're here if you need time to grab a drink, get something to eat, spend some time with adults, all those things. And I really, greatly, truly appreciate every single one of you who have reached out to me to say that. From the bottom of my heart, I love you all. That is sincere. I'm super thankful to be in the communities that I'm in. And around the people that I'm around. You are very important people to me, and you will make this deployment easier while Megan is away. And I know I have supports around me, and I appreciate that. What is difficult, if you have ever studied the love languages, either on your own or with a spouse, I recommend that as well. My love languages are really primarily filtered into time and physical presence. And of those two, those are very hard to get when your spouse is not present. And Megan and I talked about this a little bit the other night. Luckily, her love languages are not nearly as much time and physical presence. Words of affirmation are great for her. Gifts are great for her. And she centers much more around the thought and effort and action, of love, and that I hope will be a benefit for me, so that I can still show her love and action throughout this deployment, because I know it's going to be super important that she will need that, and I will need to give that for her. That is a recognition we have made as a couple, and that we try to work together really hardly through. And again, all that takes grace, because sometimes we're not good at it. And that's simple as it is. It's going to be for every couple. That's the couple that's brand new. That's the couple that's been together for 3 years, 10 years, 20, 30 years. We're not always good at what we do. On the other aspect of things, though, I know that Megan is not going to be able to tap into my love languages. I'm going to have to explore, some other methods and strategies of that. Accepting some of those words of affirmation, accepting some of those gifts to show love. That's going to be a building skill upon myself. So that's something I want to learn and work on. I am thankful to everybody who's shown support, but in whole, it's not completely possible to fix the lonely when you love in a certain way. And the love from your children, friends, and others doesn't replace the love of a spouse. It doesn't replace that type of love. But I am thankful for everybody showing support and doing those things. I really am. But the separation is just something I have to work through. Megan has to work through. We have to do. And there's ways to combat that and kind of build on that and help with it. But it won't be perfect, and it's not going to be perfect, and it's going to be a time-tested thing. But I don't want to give up. This is our mission, and this is what we do. We knew when we signed those lines. So overall, that's an update. The emotional, the physical, everything that goes with it. So have a wonderful morning. Have a wonderful day. Whenever you watch this, know that everything's possible. We can keep going. We have purpose. Later.